This is Signy and I am so excited to share this with you. The other day, I invented a new word, and it's a valuable and important word that requires discussion. So the word is mangry. Man plus angry. Mangry. And it's a very specific kind of anger. And it's the anger that men express when they feel owed or entitled to something based on their gender. And I'm sure a lot of you have had the experience, just never had the word because it didn't exist until now. The energy behind it is that energy of, it's how dare you? How dare you have an opinion? How dare you tell me that you're disappointed with me? How dare you call me on my shit? How dare you turn me down? How dare you talk back? I mean, it's loaded. It's intense. You see me smiling because I'm so excited about having discovered this word, but really it's a word with a lot of heat behind it, and it's had a really big impact in our society and our world. And that's why I think it's so exciting for us to be in the conversation, in the discussion about this. So the energy is disrespectful, it's belittling, and it minimizes the needs, the wants, the desires, the opinions, the feelings of the person that it's about or is directed to. And it's usually misplaced, like it's a sort of a misplaced anger. It's not clean anger. It's not just expressing what someone's upset about, but rather it can be sort of manipulative and leaking, or it can be this over-the-top kind of explosive energy. And it really does have this sense of it of like, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? You don't matter what you say, doesn't matter what you want, doesn't matter. And even you need to be put in your place. You got to know that's a trigger for me. Nobody puts baby in the corner. The piece about it seems to be arising when a man's standing is threatened. His superiority, his authority, his right as a man is threatened. And of course, this all ties into the fact that it's this mangry is a weapon that enforces patriarchy. A word about patriarchy, obviously, patriarchy, it's clear to women that patriarchy is not good for them. A lot of men don't realize that patriarchy is also disadvantaging them, is also creating a world and society where nobody is free. And so, when we look at mangry and it enforces patriarchy, and it does that by creating fear, we can see that it's really such a negative thing, negative idea. And so I'm going to give you a couple of the extreme examples of it. These are extreme. I'm going to tell you that going in. So if people get mangry saying like, you're talking about toxic masculinity. Yeah, I am. And that's not all men, not all mangry looks like this. This is the extreme version. So the extreme version of mangry is something like a date rape, where it's like, for the woman that says no, it's like, no, you flirted with me and now I'm entitled and I'm going to take what I want. So date rape. Another example is wife beating, for the woman who oversteps in her marriage. All right. And so you can see how at the far end, it gets really rough. But even at the watered down end, it has a really big impact. And the impact is because women are doing emotional labor to ensure that the men in their life don't get mangry. So I say they, like it's them. I am doing it too. We don't speak our truths. We're minimizing and diluting ourselves, which is one of the most painful things for me, because I came here to live full out. And so when I'm minimizing myself out of fear, out of fear that someone's going to get mangry with me, then that's not how I want to be living my life. It's this place where we're playing small, and we're trying to prevent men from getting mangry at our own expense, right? So we're doing it at our own expense. We're tiptoeing, we're placating, and it means that we're being less ourselves, but it also means that they're not getting the full experience of their life. Like they're not getting to actually face what it is where they're not being their best selves and where they are toxically blaming other people for what's going on in their life. So I know this is a big idea I'm introducing here. I get it. It's a significant idea. What can I say? And I believe that we create significant lives through significant conversations. And so this is a significant conversation waiting to happen. Not to be happening. It's already happening. It's happening right now. It's a significant conversation that we need to have. Because the thing is, until we have a word for something, until we have a way to understand something, we can't be in conversation about it. But now we do. And so we can do something about it. We can do something different. We can change the system we're in by being in the conversation. So join me in that conversation, whether it's you're like, oh my God, yes, now I understand so much. Or if it's somebody who's feeling mangry because I dared to talk about this rather potentially controversial thing. So let's get in the conversation. You heard it here first, and it's time to take this to the next level. So more to come. Yay!